In this video, I'm going to show you how you could work on your quiz and then upload them to Gradescope. And I'm going to show you 3 ways that you could do it. The first way is if you have some sort of tablet or an iPad. The second way is if you don't have a tablet, but you have a printer, you could print the quiz, work on it and scan it and upload that to Gradescope. And I'll show you how you could do that. And the third way is if you don't have a tablet or a printer, you can just get a piece of paper and upload the quiz from there. And again, I'll show you how to do that. So the first step is to log into Gradescope and then click on your class. It should look something like this, where quiz 1, and you have like some sort of timeline to do it. So let's make sure that you're ready for the quiz, and then you can just start on it. So click on quiz 1, and it kind of gives you some direction here. Like you have, let's say you have 45 minutes to complete the quiz. So that means you have 45 minutes to work on the quiz, show your work, and scan it and upload it and submit it to Gradescope. Okay, so let's start assignment. Okay, so I show you download quiz 1. So it gives you a PDF of what the quiz is, and also gives you a little timer right here in the corner. It says time remaining is 44 minutes because we just started. So we could just open the quiz, and here's the quiz. Here's the PDF of it, I guess. So one thing I would do is just like download it, maybe save it on like a desktop right here. So then it's right here. Right here. Cool. So essentially, I'm gonna show you option 1. You could just email it to yourself, or maybe like upload this to your tablet. So let's do that. So once you download your quiz on your tablet, you just start working on it. Also, make sure to read the direction. It kind of tells you like what I'm looking for. It says that you have to show all your work to get full credit. Another thing that you want to take note is that it says that you are allowed to use a scientific calculator, so make sure you have that nearby. And it's an open book, open note quiz, so if you want, you could just make sure you have your notes on your side. So now you could just do the quiz. So once you finish the quiz, notice that I show all my work. So remember, the direction says to show your work to get full credit, so I make sure that was okay. Now you want to somehow transfer this to your desktop. So there's a number of ways you can do it. You could email it to yourself. You could use something called AirDrop. However you can, you could just upload it back to your desktop. So that's what we're gonna do next. Okay, so now that you able to transfer your quiz to your desktop, either by, again, emailing to yourself or maybe using AirDrop, whatever way works. So you have your quiz here, and I just call it quiz 1. So it's quiz1.pdf. That's how you know that it's a PDF. So that's fine. One thing you want to notice is that this is a single PDF. It has 2 pages, so this is 1 page, 2 page. So it has all my work, but this is just one document. It's just one PDF. So don't do something like this, where you have 2 separate PDF of the quiz. So let's say this is just the first page, quiz 1, and then this is the second page, quiz 1, right? So they're 2 different documents, even though they're like, this is just quiz 1, it's from 2 different documents. You want to combine them, so something like this. So this one PDF. And if you're using a tablet, this kind of just does it automatically. So you don't really have to worry about this so far if you're using a tablet. Okay, so now it's time to upload this to Gradescope. So I'm just going to go back to Gradescope here. And notice that make sure you have enough time to upload your quiz to Gradescope. So right now I have 27 minutes. So the way I think about it is that I give you, these quizzes shouldn't really take you that long. It should take you about 15 minutes. So the other 30 minutes kind of is for you to have enough time to download the quiz, work on them, upload the quiz, and then submit it to Gradescope. It shouldn't take you that long, especially after doing maybe like 4 quizzes. You should have like a handle to it. That should be fine. Okay, so now that we have your PDF, we're gonna submit PDF. So we're gonna click on this. And then we're gonna select the PDF. We're gonna look at our file. So it should be just this quiz PDF right here. So then we upload the PDF. So once it's uploaded, so this is important. You want to identify which question was in which page. Oh, and it should give you like a notification through email saying like, oh, your quiz was submitted or blah, 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 something like that. So this is question 1. Question 1A is on this page. So we're going to select 1A to this page. And also question 1B was also in this page. So we're going to select question 1B to this page as well. However, question 1C was in page number 2. So we're going to put question 1C to this page, right? So the reason why we do this because it makes things a lot easier to grade, and also it makes things a lot easier for you to get feedback. Now we're going to hit submit. And there it is. And that's how you submit your quiz using a tablet. So this is page 1, page 2. And if you go back, I think dashboard, it kind of says submitted. So you're fine. Cool. So now I'm going to show you how to submit your quiz if you have a printer. Okay, so what if you don't have a tablet? That's totally fine. If you have a printer, you could print this. So again, kind of like the first step, we go to our course. We have quiz 1. And again, we have a certain amount of time to start the quiz or, start doing the quiz. So let's do quiz 1. And again, 45 minutes to work, scan, upload, and submit your quiz on Gradescope. So let's say we're ready. We want to start the assignment. So let's start. And again, we have to download the quiz. And the quiz is going to be a PDF. So let's download it again. And this is our quiz, or this is the PDF of our quiz. So if you have a printer, we could easily just print this and work on it ourselves. So we could just do this and then print. Okay, so you printed the quiz. So this is first page, this is the second page. It's totally fine, and you can start working on it. Remember to read the direction. That's really important. And the direction it gives you kind of reminds you have 45 minutes to complete it. You have to show all your work to get full credit. One good idea is maybe to have a scientific calculator nearby, because you are allowed to use a scientific calculator, and it's open book, open notes. So if you want, you could even have your notes with you, if that helps. Okay, so once you finish with the quiz, so this is page 1 and this is page 2. So I made sure that, again, I showed all my work because in the direction says no credit will receive without showing some work. And the next step is we have to convert this into a PDF. So what you could do is download a scanner app. There's like hundreds of scanner apps in the App Store, or if you have an Android, I'm pretty sure they also have a scanner app. So what I like to use, I use Scanner Pro. It's pretty fast. Again, this is an option. There's probably a lot of apps like that. You can even use notes too. There's like a video of how to do it. I'll post it online somewhere on Blackboard. But anyway, so let's scan the first page. So this is page 1, so we're gonna scan it. Okay, so I just scanned page 1. So I'm going to check the check mark. So check. Sweet. Now I'm gonna scan page 2. I'm gonna scan this. And again, I'm just gonna do the little check mark. Okay, so now I could look at it. So this is page 1, this is page 2. So notice that, again, this is a single PDF. This is just one document. Even though there's 2 pages, like this is page 1, this is page 2, it's just one document. And that's important because Gradescope doesn't like two separate documents. Okay, so we could even we could title this quiz 1 to make it a little bit easier for you guys. Okay, now we're done. Okay, so now we could share this. We could either email it to ourselves, or if you have AirDrop, you could just AirDrop it to your desktop, whatever works. So the next step is to send this to your desktop. So that's what we're gonna do next. Okay, so once you're able to transfer that PDF to your desktop, either again by emailing to yourself or maybe AirDrop it, there's probably multiple ways, but probably email will probably be the easiest way. You can save it on your desktop, so you can open this up. So this is quiz 1. Oops. Make sure to have take a look at it, make sure everything's fine. And again, this is a single PDF. This is a single document. There might be 2 pages. This is page 1, page 2, totally fine. You just need to submit one PDF, a single PDF or one document. So don't do something like this where you have 2 separate documents. So this could be page 1 of your quiz. And this will be page 2 of your quiz. Even though they're, quiz 1, they're the same quiz, they're at different documents. It needs to be combined. It needs to be a single PDF. And that's why I showed you in the app, you could just scan them and combine them. Yeah, so again, make sure it's just a single PDF. So this is fine right here. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, so once you have this, now we have to upload them to Gradescope. So let's open up Gradescope and make sure that we have enough time to submit it. So right here, time remaining is 17 minutes. So again, the idea is these quizzes should take you about 15 minutes, and I gave you that extra 30 minutes to scan and upload them to Gradescope. And let's say there's like internet issues, that 30 minutes also kind of covers that too. Okay, so now we're able to submit our PDF. So let's submit this. Select the PDF. So we saved it on our desktop. And it's right here. Now we upload. Sweet. So again, you probably get an email saying like, oh, congratulations, you are able to submit quiz 1 successfully, blah, blah, blah. But this is important. This next step is really, really important. Identify which question is in which page. So for example, we know that question 1A was on page 1. So we're going to select question 1A to page 1. And we know that question 1B was also on page 1. So we're going to select question 1B to page 1. And we know question 1C was on page 2. So we select question 1C to page 2. So notice that all these are, they go together. So now we're able to submit. And yeah, there we go. We just submitted our quiz. This is page 1, this is page 2. And if you go back to your dashboard, it should say something called submitted. And you can double check, and yes, you did submit it. Awesome. So this is how you submit your quiz using a printer. The next step is I'm going to show you how you could submit your quiz if you don't have a printer or a tablet, so you could just grab a piece of paper. Okay, so let's say you don't have a printer or a tablet. That's totally fine. You could just, get a piece of paper. So this is how you should do it. So again, let's go to our course. It should say something like this, where you have a set amount of time to do the quiz. So when you're ready, let's do the quiz 1. And again, we have 45 minutes to complete the quiz. Make sure to submit the quiz before the end of the day. So let's start the assignment. All right, so again, it kind of gives you a time here. Time remaining is 44 minutes. So make sure to watch that clock. and you're able to download the PDF of the quiz. So this is quiz 1. So let's say you can't print it and you can't upload it through a tablet or an iPad. You could just get a piece of paper and write your work there. But again, I kind of encourage you to read the direction. Make sure it says here that to show all your work to get full credit, and it's open book, open notes. Just make sure to read the disclaimer too. So I just grab a piece of paper and I have my quiz in front of me in my laptop. So what I could do is do question 1. So let's say question 1 here. I don't have to rewrite the question. If it helps you, you could. You could just start showing the work. If it helps you to write the question to fully understand what you need to do, go ahead. I highly encourage you to do that. Also, make sure you have, again, a scientific calculator nearby, because from the direction it says you're allowed to use a scientific calculator. And again, it's open book, open notes. So if you want, you could even have your notes beside you, if that helps. Okay, so once you finish writing your quiz, and it kind of took me 2 pages, which is totally fine. I made sure to show all my work. I made sure to label which one is which. So this is question 1, this is question 2, and this is question 3. So make sure to identify what is what, so that way it'll be easier to grade. Also, make sure that your work is readable. If I can't read it, I can't really give you credit for it. So the next step, again, is to convert these into a PDF, so that way we could submit it to Gradescope. So again, let's grab our phone, and I use the scanner app, Scanner Pro. This is just an option. There's probably 100 of other scanner apps available. You can even use it in Notes. And again, I'll submit that video on Blackboard. So let's open up this app and scan our first page. So here, I'm just gonna scan this, and I'm gonna press OK. And now I'm gonna scan the second page. So this is the second page, and I'm just gonna scan right here. Press OK. Now we could review our document. So this is page 1, and this is page 2. And again, you wanna submit a single PDF or a single document. This has 2 pages, so this is page 1, page 2. That's totally fine, but this is just one single PDF. Now we could be able to share this and either send it to your desktop, either by email or AirDrop, whatever works best for you guys. So let's do that next. Okay, so once you are able to upload your quiz to your desktop, just make sure everything's okay. So this is my PDF of my quiz 1. So this is 1 page, 2 page. Make sure everything's readable. Make sure they're not upside down. So that way it'll be easier to grade. And again, remember that we want to submit a single PDF or just one document. So this is just one document right here. There's 2 pages, 1, 2, that's fine. It's just one document or one PDF. So that's what we want. Okay, because the reason for it is because Gradescope doesn't really like more than one document. So for example, don't do something like this where these are 2 documents. So this is first page, and this is the second page of your quiz. Even though they're like the quiz, but they're in 2 different documents. We want to combine these into just one PDF, only one document, like this. So this is what we want. Cool. And again, that's why I emphasize that when using the scanner app. Okay, so now it's time to upload this to Gradescope. So let's open up Gradescope. So Gradescope is right here. Make sure that the time remaining, you have enough time to submit your quiz. And again, the idea here is that these quizzes should take you like about 15 minutes, and the extra 30 minutes just in case you have any like internet issues or just uploading and downloading the quiz. Okay, so let's submit the PDF. Select the PDF. So it's right here, quiz 1. Now we're going to upload the PDF. There you go. And you should have like a notification, like an email saying like, congratulations, you successfully submitted quiz 1 or something like that. Okay. Also, let's say this was upside down. So let's say this was like this. You're able to rotate it using this rotator button to make it the correct way. You can also zoom in to make sure like, oh, this is question 3. So for example, I forgot what page this was. So like, oh, this was question 1, question 2. And again, this is probably the most important part, is that we want to indicate which question goes to which page. So question 1A was in page 1, and question 1B was also in page 1, and question 1C was in my page 2. So that's what I mean. And again, we're doing this because it's easier for me to grade, and it's also easier for you guys to get feedback. If I say like, oh, question 1, you forgot to do this, you could just click on question 1 and then it'll tell you that. All right, now let's submit the quiz. And congratulations, we just submitted our quiz. Quiz 1. So this is page 1, this is page 2. And you can double check. You can go back to dashboard, and here quiz 1 was submitted. Click on that, and this is what you submitted. Cool. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. I showed you how to submit the quiz using an iPad, how to submit a quiz using a printer and just a piece of paper. If you have any questions or concerns, you could always email me or come to my office hours. Hope this was helpful.